You can be anything you want to be. Be proud of yourself. Don't let anybody put you down.
This is why my dad, Billy Shaw, is my hero. We have these talks all the time. He often reminds my siblings and I to stand up for ourselves and to stand up for what's right.
You have to be strong about yourself.
You see, my dad grew up in the segregated South before the Civil Rights Movement, when blacks and whites were legally separated in every aspect of life, from schools to water fountains and even restaurants.
I can remember going in the store when I was growing up. You couldn't sit to the counter in the department stores and have lunch. Matter of fact, you would go to jail for that.
He can even recall the time when he turned 18 and tried to register to vote. But because he's black, by law, he had to pay a fee and pass a series of ridiculous tests.
Here's a jar, and you had to tell them how many jelly beans were in there, in that jar. And who could do that? They would come around at night, set houses on fire.
And you grew up seeing all of this firsthand.
I grew up seeing all that.
You never told me that story. That is so scary.
Well, I wasn't afraid. I was angry, and I'm still angry because everything's still not right.
His anger fueled his passion for change. He became an active member of the NAACP and served as president of the local chapter back home in Sumter, South Carolina. My dad always made sure there was a voter registration drive at every event, and on the weekends he would take my sister and I and go door to door to talk to members in the community, encouraging them to go to the polls.
And I would always make it clear, don't be ashamed if you have not voted. The shame is when you don't vote.
Please welcome the Vice President-elect of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
I'm Billie Jean Shaw, and that's For the Culture.
And my dad also talked about growing up and seeing segregationists run for president like Strom Thurmond and George Wallace. So for him to be able to live and witness not one but two people of color to be elected to the White House, he says it's a remarkable moment, but he wants the country to remember this. Black people being successful is nothing new. He says we always been there, but the opportunity was just not there. Carolyn?
Billie Jean, I want to let people know this segment, For the Culture, this is something that you came up with. It's your dream child. I say this to you all the time. I think it is the best thing we have on our entire station on WCNC Charlotte. This segment is the thing that I'm most proud about, and it's yours. It's your baby. So why did you come up with this? Why did you push to have this be part of our station?
You see it right there, my dad. That's how I grew up, always being told to remember where you come from and always just recognizing Black excellence. And it's something that I think that isn't broadcast enough. You know, a lot of people have told me when they see anything dealing with people of color on the news, it's something negative. So I wanted to use this segment as an opportunity to educate and highlight topics and issues in the Black community, because Black people are beautiful, we're well-rounded, and there's a lot of success in that community.
Well, we're so thankful that you pushed for this and that we have this as part of our content here on WCNC Charlotte. Billie Jean Shaw, thanks so much.